So this video, I'm going to be showing you how to apply false eyelashes. As you can see right now, these are just my natural God-given everyday eyelashes. And although personally, I don't find it necessary to wear eyelashes, at least not on a daily basis, as a professional makeup artist, it is still something that I obviously need to know how to do. So I would like to show you guys some of the ways that I apply them on myself, specifically catering this video towards people that already have fuller, thick curly lashes like mine. It can get a little trickier even when another person who is a professional is trying to apply them on myself. So I just wanted to show you guys some tips that everyone can learn from, but just little extended tips that kind of apply to people who are like me. So this is my eye makeup already done. In general, you should already have your eye makeup completed. You should have already, at least for myself, I already have mascara applied to my natural lashes, and I also have my liquid eyeliner applied. Sometimes after I add lashes, I reapply my liquid eyeliner. I'm going to be using a pair of MAC number 36 lashes, and this is one of their more everyday wearable natural pair, probably one of my favorite pairs by them. Using a set of tweezers is optional, but it does help just to grab and just to get really, really close to the lash line. I'm also using the Duo Adhesive. This you can purchase from pharmacies, Walmart, any type of beauty store. It's one of the more popular brands. I don't bother using the colored brand. I just use the white one. So it's gonna apply white on the lash, but it does dry clear. Or you can always, reapply eyeliner on top, so there's no worry about the white showing when you apply the lash. What you wanna do is just basically, peel off any old adhesive that might be on the lash, along that lash base, along the strip. Peel off any of that old adhesive that might make the lash appear gunky and unnatural. Just peel off any of that, and now it's pretty clean for the most part. There's going to be no need to cut this down. This is going to, because I've worn this lash before, this is going to be natural to my lash line. You're obviously you're gonna want to measure it and make sure that it's the length, as far as the length of the lash, if it's gonna fit, and for the most part that's about right. So there's no need to cut this down. So the key with a great eyelash application, every little factor really does make a difference, starting with the application of the adhesive. Honestly, I know I say this all the time, but a little bit of adhesive goes a long way. So what I like to do is I take my my tube of glue, I get just a little bit of glue over, just like that. Oh, that's a little too much. And basically I'm going to lightly line the top of the lash line. The glue for the most part should not be on the actual lashes, just on the lash line, on the strip. And another thing that is really important is getting kind of like a little bit of extra glue right on the ends, because obviously once the lashes start to come off, if they do come off, it's going to start at the corners. So you want to make sure you get like a little bit extra on those outer corners, just to be safe, and smooth out any lumps there may be, or even just run your finger through if there's too much. But it literally should only be about that much glue. Very, very, very little. The next trick is not applying the lash immediately upon applying the glue. You want to give it about 20 to 30 seconds to when the glue gets tacky, a little bit sticky. And if you look at the lash line, for the most part, it's generally one straight line. And no one's eye is the shape of a straight line. Our eyes are rounded. So one thing that I like to do while it's drying is kind of do like a bendy action. It kind of manipulates the shape of the lash, rounds it out, and helps it adhere to your eye a little bit better and keep it from, sticking out or budging and peeling off on its own. So that's just a little trick you can do while it dries. And as you can see already, it's kind of given it a more curve. Well, you can't really see it from there, but it kind of curves it out a little bit more. I think it's about time to apply the lash now. What I have to do first is I grab the lash by my tweezers in the middle, And if your lashes are anything like mine, you're probably gonna have to do one of these, which is, you know, I'm pulling my natural lashes down so that they don't get in the way, because they probably will. But I kind of pull them down, manipulate them. I start in the middle, and the idea is to get as close to the lash line as possible, almost as if they were growing out of your eye naturally. So right about in there. So I stick the middle first, and I work my way on the outer corner and bond it. And then I do the inner corner and bond it. And if you need to, get those tweezers again and get it in there close as possible. And sometimes I kind of like do that. See how I'm pulling down? It's because I'm really trying to get it close to the natural lash line. And then I push it in there. Push with my finger. And I kind of do it in sections. I'll go along the lash line. And as stated previously, for the most part, the glue being noticeable with this adhesive, even though it's white, it really shouldn't be an issue. You shouldn't really see too much of it. And if you do and it really does bother you, it's just a simple matter of just reapplying your eyeliner. You know, that's pretty much it. See how I've kind of got that hole there? I'm going to reapply some glue. So if you don't get it right on the first try, no worry. I reapplied the glue, and I'm going to let it hang a little bit for like 15 seconds. And then once I think that's dry, I'm just going to start pushing it back up in there. And if you need to really get close, you can use your tweezers again. I find that using my tweezers and my fingers equally help me. I can pretty much do both, but the tweezers do help a lot, especially for those that, you know, are kind of like, not really, well, yeah, kind of heavy-handed. If you're a little heavy-handed, I think the tweezers kind of make things a little bit more gentle. And it also keeps your fingers from blocking your view of the lash line. And then what I also like to do is kind of like comb out my lashes, integrate them together, comb them through so that they all kind of mesh and look natural. And this is one of those lashes that almost looks like my own lashes, so it looks a little bit more natural, and that's why I like them. But you can also recurl them with a eyelash curler if you want, but for the most part, that is it. Another alternative, if you can't quite get a full lash strip right on the first try, is also trying half lashes. And basically these are just placed on the outer corners, and you still get that winged out effect. I think that they're just as beautiful, if not even more beautiful, than a full strip lash. But you know, practice makes perfect. I had to pretty much learn with these before I can do a full strip, and it did kind of prep me for the steps and finally learning how to apply a full lash strip. So there's also that. It's worth, you know, looking into. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and thank you for watching.